Welcome back to Cottage Designs by Erin, where today we're going to do yet another floss tube. So I've got all kinds of things to show you, so I'm just going to jump right in. I finished my first little ornament. Look at him. Look at this little jack-o'-lantern. I'm going to fold these edges in. Look how cute he is. This is my first little ornament for the Halloween tree that I want to make. And this came out of Just Cross Stitch Volume 28, September through October 2010. So this is the magazine if you have it on hand. Here he is down here in the cute little pillow. But I think I'm just going to leave him in the hoop. I like him in the hoop. So I've been watching a lot of the Salt Buck Stitcher, and she suggests that you do a running stitch around the outside edge of this fabric and draw it up. And you can also put a piece of batting behind the hoop so that you can't see your stitches. So he's my very first ornament for the Halloween tree that I intend to make. And this went together. It took me 2 hours. The stitch count is 42 by 45. I made it last night while I was sitting in the recliner. So I'm trying to give you exact details so that way then if you're interested in making any of the same projects that I make, you know about how long it will take. So here he is, our little famous guy. And so what I want to do is tidy up the edges. And then I think this would be cute with some pom-pom trim glued around it. Like maybe some lime green to give a little bit of color. So there's that. I have several starts. Or actually, I guess now they're more like works in progress. Okay, so I have been working on this a little bit every night, and there's things I love about it and things I hate about it. So the pattern is by Kung Fu Cross Stitch, which I never in a million years thought I would ever buy, and it came as a kit. I love the threads. I like the color chart, but this came with this weird 18 count fabric. So get this. You're supposed to stitch over all this color, which the colors are nothing at all like this. I mean, she's got on an aqua dress. This is lime green. You're supposed to stitch over the grid. Then you're supposed to submerge it in water. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, what if your dye runs or something, or your thread runs, or the color in this thing runs? There's no way I'm doing all that work for something to go wrong, for something to happen. So I just used my own 18 count fabric and started stitching. Now, here's what I don't like about it. The seams in the pattern create problems. For instance, I don't know if it's because it's a foreign pattern or what. She has no hand on this arm. I'm looking at that and I'm stitching along. I'm like, is it just me or does she not have a hand? No, she really does not have a hand. So then other things that happen is where this folds, sometimes the letters overlap. And so you have to look several times to make sure you're doing the correct stitch count. But as far as the color chart and the threads, I like that. I am a little rusty on samplers. And so when I started stitching this, I started counting my line out here, my little box, and I'm 1 row off. So all of this has to be removed and then replaced. And then my letters are off over here. I started over here in that corner when I should have started closer to the last pattern. So I don't know. There's some issues with it. I did put her hand on. I made it my own hand. I don't know why she didn't have a hand. That's just too weird. Like, how in the world can you make a human and she doesn't have a hand? So maybe this is why the last person who had this pattern sold it. So that is my first start or work in progress. Next I have Gather Ye Pumpkins While Ye May. And this came in late, so I got a late start on it. This is by the Calico Confectionery. And you can buy, they have a store on eBay. So you can go online and buy this pattern. And it's very nice. It's got 2 colors, just the black and orange, which is very helpful. So let me show you that. So this is how much I have finished of it. And so far, so good. So I still have a bunch of work to do. But I want it to look just like the picture. I mean, I even like how this is framed. I like that it has no matte, and I love the black frame. So that's a current project. Okay. I did buy, as usual, a couple items. I bought this beautiful pattern from the Drawn Thread. And I'm going to open it so that you can see just how great it is. Give me 1 minute and I'll move the camera to my hands. Okay, so when we open this up, all the floss was in here. The fabric was in here. And then they even had all these really old buttons. Look how awesome these are. So here's the buttons for it. So the pattern looks like this. And so you stitch the buttons on where they're supposed to go. This is the finished product. And the Drawn Thread is still in business. They have a website called the Drawn Thread, or you can go on eBay and find the patterns or the kits. This one has been kitted up, and I love that. See if I can get it all back in here now. I like the fact they put this all together. I don't know if I'm crazy about this fabric. It's kind of a gray. I don't think I like that color. And it's an Aida, not a linen. But this is shown on linen. So it's just a matter of personal preference. A lot of times I ask myself, do I want the pattern to be bigger or smaller? And then that makes my decision on what kind of fabric I use. Okay, I also bought this closeout sealed package on eBay, and it is a Renaissance Angel. And this is normally not something I would want to do, but she matches my bedroom. And I love everything's in here. It's also Aida, and it's Mill Hill beads, and the floss and all that's in here. It's a beautiful little heart charm. I just think it's pretty. And since my bedroom's lavender, I thought I might like that. Okay, this is a fluke. I saw this on eBay, and I thought, well, you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and get it. These were dirt cheap. Now I just ripped the bag all up. This is from an estate. Somebody started making state flowers that are embroidered. And they didn't finish them. I think there's only 12 of the 50 states. So I just thought these are really beautiful and would make a precious quilt. But of course, it's going to be a lot of work. So since they were so cheap, I went ahead and got them. And I may want to do that down the road. I thought this would be a nice project for my granddaughter, Grace. Okay. Of all things, today I went to a thrift store. And they were having a Black Friday sale. Well, Vicki and I had just been there a couple weeks ago. And I wanted to go into the craft room because I just knew that there would be cross-stitch supplies back there. And they said, well, you can't go in there right now because we have it blocked off. But you can come back on Black Friday and we're going to open up the craft room. And we are going to have Christmas items back there as well. Holy cow. So today is Black Friday. You could not stir that place with a stick. It was so busy. But let me show you what I got for really cheap. So I got this whole box. And there are a couple items missing because I bought my daughter some books. I bought these beautiful coloring books for my classroom. Because I always try to make sure the kids have something to do. If they have something to do, you don't have as many behavior problems. Look how sweet this is. So they will have fun with that. I bought green lace for up-and-coming St. Patrick's Day doll dresses. Then I bought bags of junk, $3.98. What is in here? a big bunch of sequins. This is ideal for finishing cross-stitch projects or doll dresses. 18 vials of trims. So there's gold, we got black, purple, yellow, more purple, white. Even, I mean, and these little vials are expensive. So the fact that they were already in vials is kind of exciting. Here's some cobalt blue, some rose gold pink, green, 2 vials of gold, more green, seed pearls, more gold, some gold foil like snowflakes, little sprays of pearls, which are ideal for doll hats, and red and gold little beads. All this entire bag for $3.98. I mean, I couldn't have purchased one bag of sequins for that. So I'm super excited about that. Look at this. I got this huge Bucilla cross-stitch stocking kit. It makes 30 stockings. Everything is in the bag to cross-stitch these. And I got it for $1.98. Oh, I'm so thrilled. I love it when I find things like this. Next, 58 cents. It's a little cross-stitch kit that says Joy. And everything's in the bag. This was 58 cents. Here's a bag of 98 cents. I don't know what it's in here. We'll find out. I think it's all cross-stitch fabric. Lace. 14 count red. Ideal for samplers or ornaments. 14 count green. And, ooh, 22 count hardanger from Target. Target. Well, you know that's old. $1.69 it was. So, I mean, I got the whole bag for less than what these came out new. 3 pieces of cross-stitch fabric for 98 cents. And they're big pieces. This one is 12 by 18. Yeah, they're all 12 by 18. That is fabulous. Okay, next. Surprise bag for $1.48. See what's in here. Santa ornament. Candle ornament. These are little press-on pieces if you have to fill something. I probably would not make this. It's a felt reindeer stocking. I would not make that. I'll probably donate that. Oh, green bugle beads, sparkly rickrack, more sparkly rickrack, more seed beads. Ooh, silver and gold bugle beads. These are ideal for making ornaments. Sequins. So that, to me, this is a win. This entire bag, $1.48, all this stuff. Another bag of junk. Let's see what's in this one. I love junk bags because this stuff is useful and it's so cheap. It's much cheaper than buying it new. $3.78. What we got in here? Oh, big gold gemstones. Little beads. Rhinestones. Stars and hearts and things. More seed beads. Rhinestones. Oh my gosh, so many. Sequins. Ooh, these are pretty. Great big multicolored flat gemstones. Those would be awesome for Sissy dresses. Sissy the doll. More gemstones. Yellow seed beads. Clear bugle beads. Some old lucite buttons. Bugle beads. What's in here? But these are tiny, whatever they are. Oh my, teeny weeny tiny seed beads. In an awesome old jar. Oh, these are like tacks, like brads. Oh, look at these little tiny Wang's International little beads. Little pink beads, awesome. More pink beads. Oh, red and gold sequins, isn't that beautiful? Black sequins. I wonder what somebody did with this stuff. Just an old tassel. All these are ideal for either ornaments or doll dresses. Stuff's old. I mean, some of those buttons were 15 cents. Buttons are now $6 a card. And you get a weird number, and then you have to buy more. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, I bought a spool of Grosgain ribbon. Last bag. Let's see what's in here. And somebody just stuck all this together, so it might not be anything I want to do. I bought the bag. I paid 88 cents for this whole bag, and I bought it specifically for this metal hoop. I love metal hoops. Okay, so let's see here what we have. We have a pattern for a Santa and a hoop. He's kind of cute. Kind of like him. Plastic hoop, metal hoop, some balled up floss. And put you back in there. And then the Creative Circle. This is some kind of crewel kit, which I probably will not do. There's more little... Oh, the pattern's not on there. Pattern's not here. Some Santas. Well, this is a crewel kit, but I guess you have to trace the design because I don't see the fabric in here with it. So that's not a win. But it was worth it to get the hoop, I think. So kind of interesting. Okay. Boy, I'm making a huge mess. Let me pick some of my mess up here. So I spent about $25 at the thrift store today, but the two things that are not in here are my daughter's books. I got her great big huge books to read. All right. Now... I need to talk about haul. I don't know where you're at in life financially, or if you have a cross-stitch shop anywhere near you. I do not have one near me, and I am really located. I'm 45 minutes from any major town. So my latest haul, and I had a short on it. I don't know if you've seen it or not. I'm going to reach down and pick this up. My latest haul was this huge, enormous box of cross-stitch fabric. Now you're thinking, what in the world, Erin? Well, there's 80 tubes of cross-stitch material in here. I paid $100 for all of it on eBay. A lady was getting rid of her stash, so I got them for $1.24 each. Now, you're thinking, what are you going to do with 80 tubes of fabric? Well, first off, I've already used two. One for the Gather Ye Pumpkins, and one for the sampler. There's every count in here, every color. This is linen. There's all kinds of Aida. There's Hardanger. A little bit of everything. So my reasoning behind this, the reason I wanted to buy such a huge box of cross-stitch fabric is because that way then I'll have it on hand. So when I go to make a project, I'll have what I need. Because I don't want to drive 45 minutes, and I sure don't want to pay shipping per item on fabric on eBay. Now, I'm not to the point where I have a huge YouTube following to where people are sending me free patterns and free supplies, and I don't make a tremendous amount of money to where I can afford to buy fabric by the half yard. Okay, so that worked for me. I don't know what works for you. If you have money to go buy the expensive linens, by all means do that. But for me, Charles Craft used to be the best fabric you could possibly get. So I have no complaints with it whatsoever. It's beautiful quality. So anyhow, we went over the finish, the works in progress, and the haul. I don't have anything else new, I don't think, to show you at this point in time. I am going to go to Walmart today to see if I can match the red to that Christmas linen. I still haven't found the matching red. I have the pink in the mail. Should be here anytime, but I don't have the red. I may not get it done by Christmas, but by the time I get it framed, I'll be able to use it next year for the holidays. So I greatly appreciate all of you that continue to follow me and come back. I'm trying to reach 4,000 subscribers. So if you would, give me a like and thumbs up and come back for more projects. I've got all kinds of ideas for you. I think the next direction I'll probably be going is Valentine's Day. So stop back by. Thank you.